Good evening, folks, and a hearty welcome to our drive-in theater. We have a wonderful evening's entertainment lined up for you, one that will provide several hours of pleasurable relaxation and diversion for you and your family. Did you fail to dress up for tonight's show? No tie, an old shirt and slacks, a house dress? Well, don't give it a thought. We're glad you came as you are. We just want you to enjoy yourselves. Don't forget to visit our refreshment center during the intermission or any time. You love the tasty array of snacks we have to offer. So will the youngsters. Everything is quality and so good. We hope you'll make this a weekly visit. Bring the family. Bring your friends. There are always wonderful new pictures to see, delightful snacks to nibble, a gay, pleasant evening for all. Oh, a word of caution. Don't drive over 10 miles an hour in the theater area for your safety's sake. And Mom or Pop, go with the kids when they leave the car. We hope you have a wonderful time. Come back soon.
Yes, sir. May I help you?
I'd like 2 of those, please.
Hot dogs? Yes, sir.
And 3 of those. And 1 of those. And 5 bars of these. And a cup of that nice hot liquid.
Coffee. Coming right up.
Oh, and 2 bags of those peculiar white coffee material.
You mean our crunchy popcorn? Shall I wrap that for you, sir?
Oh, that's all right. My saucer's just outside.
They come from miles to enjoy our intermission.
There's a wave of sabotage sweeping through this territory with the precision of a well-organized gang. You're hard to lose, Rogers.
I'm getting out of here.
Nobody walks out on this job.
I'm giving myself up. I'll talk and take what's coming to me.
Put it out here.
There is money in the bag if you can ride 'em, cowboy. So get your riggin' ready and choose yourself a nag. Come on and try to ride 'em, cowboy.
Men, there's a drive-in movie full of juicy people. Wow! It's a trap! Help! It's Pick! We've had it, men.
A pleasant aroma for you, but not for mosquitoes. Pick is easy to use. Light it and forget it. Pick's aroma keeps mosquitoes, gnats, and sandflies away. Pick is the best protection for barbecues, fishing and camping trips, or just relaxing in the yard.
So if you don't want our company ever anywhere, just light Pick and see what I mean? Bye.
Pick is on sale at the refreshment stand now.
Ride of the Gorilla with Barbara Payton, Lon Chaney, Raymond Burr, and Tom Conway. The dramatic story of a strange curse that brought terror to a man and frenzy to a woman in love.
Don't go away.
You do love me, don't you? That's all I need to know. You're standing in my way, and Dina's. We love each other. What are you going to do about it?
Did you see this animal?
Yes, I have seen the animal. It walks in his hind legs.
Like a man?
No, like a beast that walks like a man.
Oh, let's go back, Barney, please.
I'll never go back. Never.
Stop.
Go on. Why don't you shoot? You can't miss.
never guess. It's a monkey sleeper, yowza, and it's full of all the lads. A Pullman for Dodson's Hollywood Monkey Stars. A high-class hotel on wheels, filled with guests that are always up to scratch. Inside the Pullman, a prima donna is coaxed out of her berth. It's time to get dressed for a matinee in the next town. But she don't wanna. Come on, Mabel, put on your britches like a good girl. The monkey sleeper pulls into town and right up to the stage door. Not a fan nor a stage door Johnny in sight. This is a swell way to bring in Hollywood stars. Now for a little powder, rouge, and such to enhance their beauty. Pete thinks he'll try some of that pink stuff. Not bad. Not good either. So it's carnation. He'll take vanilla. They were just going to relax. But that man's here again. Pete isn't to blame for his looks. His mother was frightened by Boris Karloff. This little lady doesn't mind being made up. She's the flirt of the company. There's a light in her eyes, but there's nobody home. Pete thinks, she actually likes it. Well, no big baboon is going to make a monkey out of me. She gives him a frosting. Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. Let go, you cad. The big show is now underway. It's astounding, it's stupendous, it's colossal. In fact, it's pretty good. She's trucking. Or is she doing the organ grinder swing? The stools are reserved, but the occupants aren't. Why, she was never so insulted in all her life. A Sunday cyclist picks up a lady friend and gets a lot of backseat driving. Say, nothing seems to satisfy these jealous hussies.
Brain, it's gone.
That's not all. The entire spinal cord is missing.
But it's incredible.
It's as if some mental vampire were at work.
Does it come from another country or another world? This terrifying menace that G2 must destroy before it's too late.
Image is fading, sir.
There it goes again. Same trouble.
How can they stop this invisible force whose only warning is a weird, blood-chilling sound? Only two people still alive can help this agent find the answers. The girl who could be a spy, and the scientist who could be the destroyer of the entire human race.
We're facing a new form of life that nobody understands. I believe it feeds on the radiation from your atomic plants, and that it's evil.
We've got to stop him.
There's only one way: shut down your atomic plant.
If I can get through, I can blow up the control room.
Hi, I'm Chili Dilly, the personality pickle. Packed in a jar for the freshest flavor. Served cold in a sack for you to savor. So dainty to eat, no muss, no fuss. An ideal snack for all of us. Crisp, tender, and tasty with a bit of spice. Buy one now. Taste how nice. Snack bar clerks will knock themselves silly, speeding your order for a real Chili Dilly.
What's this all about? What's everybody running from?
It's the end of everything.
What do you mean?
I'm not arguing theory, General. I'm here to ask you, to beg you, to save your own world.
It, the most fascinating mastermind man can conceive. A monster that can control all sources of the Earth's power. able to pull man-made spaceships from their orbits, making of those it chooses slaves. Of this woman, a willing handmaiden. Of the chief of police, a cold-blooded killer.
Well, I've known you for 5 years. You just killed a man in cold blood. Why? I'll have to place you under protective custody.
Peter Graves, the scientist who fought it. Beverly Garland, who believed her love stronger than it. Lee Van Cleef, whose brilliant mind was captured by it.
Are you really ready to stop loving me?
I'll need you even when no emotion exists.
For a few dollars, you can hire a woman who'll fit all your fetishes. She'll match your requirements perfectly. Then if you ever get tired of her, you can always run down to the employment agency for another.
You'll know terror to freeze your blood. You'll feel the heart-stopping strength of the most fearful monster ever known.
You think you're gonna make a slave of the world? I'll see you in hell first!
It conquered the world.
What would summer be without beauty parades, especially in California? Just about everybody's here today to help pick a queen, for she's to be the state's official bid for the title Miss America. With so many dozens of devastating lovelies, even expert Earl Carroll has a hard time judging. For candid fans, it's a field day. Trust them not to miss a single angle. Call it glamour or oomph. The girls have it. They do keep those cameras going. "5,000 snapshots later, and they're still clicking like mad. Hello, here's the winner. Pretty Janet Mantell. Like the choice? California still prefers blondes, but definitely.
On an isolated Pacific island, the Navy lands a party of daring scientists to solve the mysterious disappearance of an entire atomic research team. Strange horror strikes first at the plane that brought them. And then, earth-shattering tremors begin tearing the island to shreds.
Okay, Professor. How are the crabs blowing up the island?
I am not sure. But imagine they are able to send out arcs of heat. They are packed with it.
They can melt and fuse parts of the caverns, explode the materials contained, and bring about the slides.
There used to be ridges there for maybe 2 miles.
Now there's less than half a city block. Soon we will have nowhere to run.
Fathoms deep among the terrors of the mighty Pacific, daring skin divers brave undersea perils that stagger the imagination. Here are monsters with razor-sharp claws that hand grenades and dynamite cannot stop. Nor searing fire and flame, nor tons of crushing rocks, as mankind faces its last desperate chance.
Gone with the Wind. Famous for gracious living and delicious cooking comes America's favorite barbecue sandwich, Castleberry's, of course. You'll find this taste-tempting barbecue and other good things to eat and drink at our snack bar. Remember, Castleberry's brings you genuine Southern barbecue, cooked slowly over open pits to the peak of barbecue flavor in the true tradition of the Old South. Here's old-fashioned Southern barbecue at its mouth-watering best with that wonderful hickory smoke flavor. So for a real treat, enjoy a Castleberry barbecue sandwich.
Gentlemen, we are witnessing a biological chain reaction, a geometrical progression of deadly menace.
It had started casually, insignificantly, as momentous events often do.
Look there. 2 points off the port bow.
The giant behemoth, the fire-spitting monster predicted in the Bible, its core a mass of lethal radiation. Rising from the depths of time, its strength enormous, its gargantuan ferocity a threat to London, to the world itself.
We must find a way of destroying this creature in one piece. Judging by the beast's size, I would say it was powerful enough to drive a battleship. Of course, its tremendous electric charge is what projects the radiation. That's what makes the creature so deadly. Well, do any concrete suggestions? Yes. First, block off the Thames.
Some of the most famous fashion designers in the U.S. today have been asked to forecast what Eve will look like in AD 2000. One idea is a dress that can be adapted for morning, afternoon, or evening. It's the sleeves what does it. According to another artist, one dress of the future will consist of transparent net, the net probably to catch the males. Apparently in AD 2000 we shall be having a hair-raising time. Yet another designer goes so far as to believe that skirts will disappear entirely. Shoes will have cantilever heels, and an electric belt will adapt the body to climatic changes. The lightly clad woman of tomorrow, ooh, swish, will move in an atmosphere that's scientifically kept at the right temperature. The future bride in a wedding dress of glass. What the groom will wear, apart from a worried look, isn't mentioned. A dress of aluminium, with a sash to change it for afternoon or evening, and an electric headlight to help her to find an honest man. As for him, if he matters at all, there won't be any shaving, collars, ties, or pockets. He'll be fitted with a telephone, a radio, and containers for coins, keys, and candy for cuties.
The jungle becomes the graveyard of man and beast, as the mighty herd stampede in panic before the paralyzing fear of these monsters from the green hell.
The animals flee from green hell. This I have seen.
And there is something. Perhaps even monsters. But a thing of nature, not of evil spirits.
This is the drone of death. The terrifying sound of the monstrous cosmic ray mutations unleashed upon the jungle from a rocket run wild.
Can you guess how big the creature itself must be?
Yeah. But we won't have to guess at it, Dan. We'll see for ourselves.
Out of all mankind's millions, only a handful know the full horrifying danger. Their strange safari to fight the giant insect enemy, filmed with thrilling impact. See the battle with the warlike Kanagas, driven wild by their superstitious fear of the monsters.
see the subatomic barrage. Powerless against these invincible enemies.
It's okay with the
I'm crazy about baseball.
Will you stand still? Pick up your hat. Go pick up your hat.
Okay.
Now look. Then you'll go and peddle your popcorn and don't interrupt the act anymore?
Yes, sir.
All right. But you know, strange as it may seem, they give ball players nowadays very peculiar names.
Funny names?
Nicknames, pet names.
Not as funny as my name, Sebastian Dinwiddie.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Funnier than that?
Oh, absolutely. Yes. Now, on the St. Louis team, we have who's on first, what's on second, I don't know's on third.
That's what I want to find out. I want you to tell me the names of the fellas on the St. Louis team.
I'm telling you, who's on first, what's on second, I don't know's on third.
You know the fellas' names?
Yes.
Well, then who's playing first?
Yes.
I mean the fellow's name on first base.
Who?
The fellow playing first base for St. Louis.
Who?
The guy on first base.
Who is on first?
Well, what are you asking me for?
I'm not asking you, I'm telling you, who is on first?
I'm asking you who's on first.
That's the man's name.
That's whose name?
Yes.
Well, go ahead and tell me.
Who?
The guy on first.
Who?
The first baseman.
Who is on first?
Have you got a first baseman on first?
Certainly.
Then who's playing first?
Absolutely.
When you pay off the first baseman every month, who gets the money?
Every dollar of it. Why not? The man's entitled to it.
Who is?
Yes.
So who gets it?
Why shouldn't he? Sometimes his wife comes down and collects it.
Whose wife?
Yes. After all, the man earns it.
Who does?
Absolutely.
Well, all I'm trying to find out is what's the guy's name on first base?
Oh, no. What is on second base?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
Well, don't change the players.
I'm not changing nobody.
Take it easy.
What's the guy's name on first base?
What's the guy's name on second base?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
I don't know.
He's on third. We're not talking about him.
How did I get on third base?
You mentioned his name.
If I mention a third baseman's name, who did I say is playing third?
No, who's playing first?
Stay off of first, will you?
Well, what do you want me to do?
Now, what's the guy's name on third base?
What's on second?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
I don't know.
He's on third.
There I go, back on third again.
Well, I can't change their names.
Will you please stay on third base, Mr. Broadhurst?
Now, what is it you want to know?
What is the fella's name on third base?
What is the fella's name on second base?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
I don't know. Third base. You got an outfield?
Oh, sure.
St. Louis has got a good outfield?
Absolutely.
The left fielder's name?
Why?
I don't know. I just thought I'd ask you.
Well, I just thought I'd tell you.
Then tell me who's playing left field.
Who is playing first?
Stay out of the infield.
Don't mention their names out here.
I want to know what's the fella's name in left field.
What is on second?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who is on first?
I don't know. Third base.
Oh, take it easy. Take it easy, man.
What is it?
I don't know.
Ejected from unexplored secret stratus, this giant, harder-than-steel piston disgorges strange creatures, inundating our world, twisting the emotions of women, distorting our men.
This is a piece we got off the mayor. Reflex action like a snake. Cut a snake in half and the two pieces go off in different directions.
These things take over a man's mind? He becomes a robot? A machine taking orders?
Join the hunt for the hiding place of terror. Find the breeding place of these globs of destruction.
In feeding, the mouth parts rupture the cells, convey the food to the stomach by a pumping action.
It's an adventure that'll burst your blood vessels with suspense. See The Brain Eaters.
Sellout throng of 66,000 at Miami sees Alabama get going against Syracuse in the Orange Bowl, and they never let up. Hobson heaves it into the end zone to Luna, and one of the most sensational scoring shows in bowl history is underway. The Orangeman from New York did manage to score a touchdown, just one, But then the roof fell in on them. The Crimson Tide of Alabama is on the flood this New Year's Day, won by the highest score of any bowl game. Watch this catch by Corky Tharp, and Corky keeps his feet to score another 6 for the Bama Bruisers. Halftime gave the boys from Syracuse a respite, but it wasn't long before the tide was rising again. A Syracuse 4th down kick starts the fireworks. A bit of razzle-dazzle. Bob Conway to Cecil Ingram, and away. Ingram reels off 40 yards in all before the Northerners finally managed to bring him down. On a pinch-out, Luna set sail, and the New Year's United football through a 61-6 victory over Syracuse. Yes, sir, it was a big day for Alabama in the Orange Bowl.
And now...
Hey, Rocky, watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat.
Again?
Nothing up my sleeve. Presto!
Wrong hat.
I take a 7.5.
Now here's something we hope you'll really like.